KSNT Morning Conversation. Today we visit with Superintendent Steve Noble from USD 345. Good morning and thanks for starting your day with us.
Thank you for having me. It's good to be here.
Well, we're a little deeper in the school year, so with COVID, give us an idea on what issues you might have had early and then how things stand today.
We started out with 7th through 12th grade students recommended with masks. Our pre-K through 6th grade students were mask required. The Delta variant kind of threw us all for a loop as we began school and brought kids back in from their summer breaks. So our Board of Education had to wrestle with that issue. We continue to monitor it. We have great partnerships with the Shawnee County Health Department, Kansas Department of Health and Environment, and those folks keep advising us, and we're thankful for their advice. The board will be considering future mitigation protocols at the next board meeting on November 8th.
Well, let's get into the potential renaming of the district. This has been a story for about a year now, but last week we had a story come out about where the committee actually met with others. So what was shared at that?
You know, it was important for the Board of Education, in our view, to have an opportunity to sit down with the Namesake Advisory Committee. They've done incredible work really for the last 8 or 9 months. And so this was the first chance for our board to sit down with that committee. So we had, it was an open meeting, we had community members there, the committee was there, they got to invite 3 additional guests, and so it was a nice group to kind of sort of focus in on the report that was provided to the Board of Education about the namesake. Certainly there were opinions expressed, dialogue happened, but the key part was it was a chance for the board to dive into the report a little bit deeper and to have sort of a civil dialogue around that namesake question.
In your opinion, where are we going to go with the final answer here? Are we 3 months out, 6 months out, or you think it's longer?
I think all of us want the question resolved sooner rather than later.
Sure.
That's entirely up to the Board of Education at this point in time. It will be a discussion item on Monday, November the 8th, and so from that point forward, it's really in the board's hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into this particular school year. What are you most proud of?
You know, I was just around, I was at the University of Kansas last Saturday afternoon. We had a band competition there, and I was checking my Twitter feeds and texts and emails from staff across the state of Kansas. We had kids competing in Augusta. We had kids competing in volleyball in Salina. We had our band in Lawrence, as I mentioned. We had kids all over the state of Kansas competing for what I called Success Saturday. We had a lot of kids competing. To me, that's what was most important, because it gives us a sign that school is back in full session. Our kids are active again, activities are happening, and I'm just really proud of all the folks that have pulled together to make that happen for our kids.
And then what is your concern going into winter break and for the start of 2022?
Well, you know, everything starts moving back indoors, and so that's always concerning when we bring everybody back in with large events that are hosted inside, and so we have to be cautious about that.
And some travel thrown in too, probably.
Travel and mixing and you know, all of that sort of thing happens, and so it's concerning. It's flu season, cold season. The pandemic is not yet behind us. We're closer than ever with the announcement of the vaccine for our little ones now, 5 through 11-year-olds. So that's promising, but that's still concerning, and it still is part of our thought process as we move forward to keep kids safe.
And then lastly, what's something you really want to highlight? I mean, is there a special school program? Is there a grade level that's going above and beyond, or maybe even a new program being installed?
Well, I think the most important, right now, it's Football Friday for us. We're still in the state football playoffs, and we're hosting Blue Valley Southwest Friday night. That's a huge event. Our kids are playing well. We're proud of those kids. It's always a big event in the Siemens School District. And I'm really most proud of our staff. You know, they've gone above and beyond, keeping education rolling, keeping our kids and families a part of that. And that's been an extra challenge. This is the first time we've ever been through a pandemic. And so I'm really proud of the staff for persevering and helping make things successful for our kids.
And do you still need a little bit of help in certain departments if somebody's looking for work?
Well, it's interesting you say that. Yes, we have openings on bus drivers, custodians, food service, paraprofessionals. We still have some openings there that we're always looking for folks to step in and help our kids.
All right, you heard it right there. Yeah. There are opportunities up in Seaman. And that's Superintendent Steve Noble. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Appreciate the time. And